All right, so the tool we're gonna be using to make the YouTube banner is called Snappa. So the easiest way to do this is to go ahead and click the first link down below in the description. That way you can follow along with me as I'm actually going throughout the process to show you how to do this, right? Because that's the main reason you're watching this video anyway, right? So first thing we're gonna do, once you come inside of Canva, you're gonna see right here where it says create. We're not gonna go there, right? Because they have a specific template that has everything that we need to get the job done, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and scroll down here, and you see all these templates. The template that we care about is this one right here that says YouTube banner. So I'm gonna go ahead and click right on here. All right, so once this page right here pops up, what you want to do is you want to click right here to where it says create from scratch. We're not going to worry about none of them templates right there because we want to make sure that we good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and click right here on this plus. All right, so now this is the important part. So notice it says TV only area, desktop safe area, and then TV only area down here. And then of course you got this area, which is gonna be for the mobile area, okay? So it's important that you remember that 80% of your audience is 9 times out of 10 gonna be watching on mobile. I know everybody has a different audience, but it's important that you put the stuff within the specific safe area, okay? All right, so we're gonna make sure everything is inside of here. So right here, you can see we got a white background. I don't want a white background, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set it for a black background. Now, depending on what your brand colors are, you just set it to, your liking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right here to where it says background, click on that, and then I'm gonna click right here to where it says color. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the color to, any color I want to, but in this particular case, I'm gonna go to custom, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set this for black. All right, so now we got a black background. So now the next step is I wanna go ahead and add what I call a value proposition statement. So what is the value proposition statement? It's the statement that when a person comes to your channel, they should see within a sentence what it is that you talk about on your particular channel, right? So let me show you what I mean. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna click on text. I'm gonna click right here to where it says add a heading. So I'm gonna click on that. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put my value proposition statement in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste it in because I already had it copied. So I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna put this to about 50 in size. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do also is I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna change the color to white. All right, so now it pops out a little bit, right? So now I'm gonna put this right here somewhat in the middle, and we're gonna adjust the size and all of that, so just kind of stick with me. And then now the next thing, after we've added our value proposition statement, I wanna add a picture of me. I'm the creator, right? So whoever the creators are on your channel, you wanna make sure that you put a picture of it. Now, if it's like a whole bunch of them, then obviously you can't put everybody. Then in that case, then I would say you would wanna go ahead and put your logo or something like that, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stretch this out a little bit more, okay? All right, I think that's pretty good. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to graphics up here. Then I'm gonna go to uploads. Now you can see I already got a couple pictures in here. Just make sure you go ahead and upload the picture that you wanna put on here. It's up to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this particular picture right here. Now notice how it expands out of that safe area, right? So what do we gotta do? We gotta make it smaller. So I'm gonna go ahead and shrink this like this, and I'm gonna put it over here. Now I might have to move me out of the way so you can kind of see exactly what's going on. So I'm gonna move me up at the top. All right, so now I'm gonna make this kind of fit in here. Make sure it's, fitting how I want it. It's still too big at this point. We kind of shrink it a little bit more. I think we okay. All right, so it looks like I'm good. All right, that's good enough for now. All right, so we're just gonna proceed. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna move on to the frequency of upload. Do you upload on Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Do you upload new videos every week? If you don't wanna be very, very specific, then what you can do, and you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, but I'm gonna show you how to make that stuff stand out. So what you can do is you can go here and you can click on shapes, and then what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a rectangle. So I'm gonna go grab this rectangle, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this down like this, stretch this out, somewhere right here, and then I'm gonna turn this to another one of my brand colors on this particular channel, which is orange. So let me click on the orange real quick, more of the darker orange. All right, a little bit darker than that. All right, somewhere about right here. All right, so that'll work for me. Just remember, just use whatever colors that you have for your brand colors. This is just for, this specific video, just to show you how everything works. All right, so now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click right here to where it says text. And then since this is gonna be, I want this to be smaller text, I'm gonna go ahead and click add a subheading. All right, so now what am I gonna put right here? I'm gonna drag this in here. I'm gonna set the color to black. All right, so it's black. And then I'm gonna turn this into my frequency upload. So I'm gonna just keep it real broad. Now, if you got specific days, you can go ahead and just put the days that you upload, you know, within the week, so you can kind of get people on like that sitcom effect, right? They're so used to every Monday at 6 o'clock you release a video, right? If that's your schedule, then just roll with that. Now, for sake of this video, I'm just gonna put new videos every week. Then I'm gonna expand this out. Oh, I didn't mean to grab the whole thing. I'm gonna expand this out right here. So now it's a lot longer. And then what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna change the font. So I'm gonna click this, and I like Alpha Slab 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and find that right here. All right. And then I might have to shrink it a little bit because maybe it's a little big. I think 45 works. And then what I'll do is I'll make this right here bigger. Maybe I want to bring this to like, I don't know, 58. That seemed a little bit too big. Let me kind of bring this up a little bit. Maybe it'll give me a lot more space. All right, I kind of like how it's looking. So I might make this rectangle just a little bit longer. Okay. All right, so it's somewhat matched up, right? And then we got my picture over here. And then what I can also do is, let's say you want to bring your company or your logo into the picture. What you could do is you can go back to graphics. You could upload your logo over here. Like you can see, I got mine right here. I'll click on this, and then I'll shrink this down to the size of the safe area. So I'll put it somewhere right here. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. All right, so you can see we got our value proposition statement, and we got new videos every week. So they can at least know I'm gonna be releasing something every week. Like I said, if you wanna be specific with your dates, then just go ahead and put that right there, but just make the lettering small so you can pretty much fit everything within that space, okay? Now, at this point, let me go ahead and move me out of the way so you can see the rest of the stuff. All right, so let's say I'm done at this point. What I would wanna do is I would come right here to where it says download. All right, so you wanna pay very, very close attention to what I'm gonna share with you here. So there's Retina JPG, 2 times the size, Retina PNG, 2 times the size. What I'm gonna recommend you do is that, and you can test these yourself, but I've tried some of the bigger ones, and when you try to upload it on YouTube, it doesn't always meet the size requirements, right? It's gonna be a little bit too big. Now I say you can still try it. I know things change with the platform over time, but I recommend you go with the high res PNG or the web optimized JPG just to be on the safe side, so when you upload it on YouTube, you don't run into any issues, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit high res PNG. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and download that. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to my channel. I'm gonna go to the customization tab real quick, click on this, go to the YouTube studio. All right, it's bringing me in the studio. Now what I'm gonna do over here, I'm gonna go to the customization tab. Once that pops up, then I'm gonna go right here to the branding tab. All right, so you see it says banner image, right? And it shows 2048 by 1152. So I'm gonna hit change, since I already had one up there. And then I'm gonna go to the one that I just downloaded. Let me go ahead and find it real quick. Should be somewhere around here. And then I'm gonna drop it in there. And as you can see, it fits right in the space, right? So that safe area really played a role in the editing of this particular banner, all right? Now, let me move myself out of the way real quick so we can see the done. Now, that's if I wanted to go with it. I might make a few tweaks, but if I go ahead and I hit done, then it would save it, right? But I don't wanna say this right now because I do wanna make a couple edits before I actually change it. But that's how you get it done.